It's here. We couldn't be more excited. I've got my All-Star shoes on. I hope everybody gets a chance to see those. We made some special shoes up. You got to come with a little shoe game if you're going to host the All-Star Game. I'm going to talk to Jeremiah about that. Got to get your shoe game going. We couldn't be more excited to be where we are right now at this point in time. Just a few days from now, we'll be hosting the first in a series of events for All-Star Week. This is probably a good reminder, though. This is the third time, will be the third time that Atlanta has hosted the All-Star Game. We first hosted it in '72, of course, had Hank Aaron as part of that game. A bunch of memorable moments then. And then you skip forward to 2000, Atlanta hosted again. Bobby Cox was part of that. Obviously, Tom Glavine, you had Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, Galarraga, all kinds of fun that's occurring as part of that. And then here we are today, 2025 hosting. So you can get a sense, you only get a chance to host these events about every 25 to 30 years. So these are incredibly special, and on behalf of the Braves organization, we're incredibly proud and honored to be at this position. We have been working for years, literally years, in the planning of this event. And so we are excited to welcome the world, and that's just what we will be doing. You know, this event is streamed, the All-Star Game is streamed to over 200 countries. So 200 countries can watch it, stream it, watch it on TV. And there's about 100,000 people that will be coming to Atlanta. Represents a community and economic impact of about $50 million. So this is significant for the Braves, it's significant for Cobb County, it's significant for Atlanta and for the state of Georgia. And obviously, we think, especially because of what we built here, that this is a unique opportunity for us to showcase and host those people in one of the most unique, dynamic destinations, we believe, in all of Major League Baseball. That is not just Truist Park, but the Battery Atlanta. We believe Battery Atlanta is built for these types of events. You know, you can hearken back to 2021. We can all remember when we had the World Series here and hosting the World Series and all that we were able to accomplish during those triumphant days. And you had all these people that would converge, not just those with tickets coming into the ballpark, but those without tickets coming to the Battery and just becoming a part of it. And I think that's what the All-Star Game is going to showcase for us. It gives people the ability to do just that. They can come here and they can, even if they don't have a ticket, there's something for them as part of these series of events. We get the chance to also activate all of Atlanta and throughout Georgia. There's going to be a series of events located in all different types of places here in the metropolitan area. So we got places that will be hosting things in Rockdale, at Georgia Tech, down at near the old Turner Field in Summerhill. And certainly when they come here, this will be the focal point, the Battery Atlanta and Truist Park. So we're really excited about what that represents. There's been a whole list of people that have been helpful in making this happen. I want to start really with the governor, Governor Kemp. He's been a tremendous supporter of the Braves and of us hosting this game. So I'd like to thank Brian and his entire staff for what they've done at the state level. I'd also like to thank Major League Baseball's Commissioner Rob Manfred in having the belief and wisdom, I'll say, in coming here and back to Atlanta to host the 2025 All-Star Week and series of events. And there's a whole team of people. You'll hear from Jeremiah in just a second about that, people from Major League Baseball. And certainly, I think one of the key partners on us in this with us is Cobb County. We couldn't have done the Battery Atlanta or Truist Park without Cobb County, and we have a number of their different leadership here with us. Chief Register's here. You may have heard from him in an earlier press conference. Jackie McMorris, who is the county manager, is here with us today. I want to pay a special thank you, Jackie, to you and your leadership, your office. You've done unbelievable work for the past year plus in helping us get to this point. So thank you to you and everybody else that's part of a leadership position with Cobb County. And I also want to thank our staff. You know, we have about 500 people that work for the Atlanta Braves, and in some way, shape, or form, each and every one of them has helped put this event to life. So they've been doing not only their day jobs, but also this incremental, this additional layer of duties. So I want to thank our entire staff for what they've done, and they're really excited to be in a position to host the world and host the best of baseball coming to Atlanta for this. And finally, I want to speak to Braves Country. You know, Braves Country has this unique opportunity. We're very prideful in Braves Country. All of our fans love the Braves, and they showcase it each and every day. They come out here and support the Atlanta Braves and come to Truist Park and the Battery and, you know, wear their colors, wear a Braves jersey. And in many ways, this event is for them. It gives them the chance to have that additional level of pride that their home and the place that they love the most is hosting the pinnacle event in Major League Baseball. And, you know, for us, we get the chance to showcase what Braves Country really is. They come to life. You know, Braves Country is about 6 states. But really, it's, you know, it's a collection of people that identify themselves as fans from all across the country, if not the world. So we're excited on behalf of all of Braves Country to represent this significant series of events. Welcome the best athletes to town here in a couple days. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jeremiah Yolkut, who is the Senior Vice President of Global Events for Major League Baseball, and he's going to tell you a little bit more. Thank you all for being here.
Thanks, Derek, for the intro, and appreciate the opportunity to be here with you all and talk a little bit about All-Star Week here in Atlanta. I'd be remiss if I didn't make it clear that when we plan All-Star Week in any of our host markets, or for that matter, any of the events that we do globally, it is really the people on the ground. The Commissioner's Office, as you know, is based in New York, and we work diligently with all 30 of our clubs to make sure that we put on a season for our fans across all 30 of our ballparks. But when we come to our All-Star host city, it's imperative that we're not only bringing the best of our game to the city, but we're also engaging with a fan base that is in the market. And the Braves have been excellent partners with us, Terry and Derek on the leadership level, amongst all the other staff members that were referenced by Derek, to make sure that we're bringing authenticity and we're bringing an all-star game here that is global in all of the great players that make up the game, but it also harkens into what Braves Country is all about. And so I'm grateful for the folks that have been on the ground with us at the Braves to make these things happen. I'd also want to thank the folks here in Cobb County who have been at the table with us in many meetings, going through every last detail to make sure not only we were programming all areas of Cobb County, but we were also being mindful of the safety and all the different measures that are taking place to make sure that the fan experience is positive, and that when fans come here to Cobb County, they can help and have a positive experience at any of the events that they attend. So many folks at the Cobb Tourism and Sports Organization, the Atlanta Sports Council have been part of the planning, and of course all of our law enforcement partners are always a big part of what we do. Atlanta is an incredible baseball market. You have a rich history, a proud recognition of excellence in baseball, excellence in community, and excellence in bringing people fun and entertainment at all parts of the season. As one of our most passionate fan bases in the league, we're incredibly proud to bring the 2025 All-Star Game here, and not only for the folks in Braves Country, but all the fans from around the world, as Derek mentioned, that will be watching on TV or coming into this market to pay attention to baseball over the course of what has now become a week of celebration around the Midsummer Classic. Now, as you know, we have a beautiful ballpark here at Truist. It's one of our finest ballparks. The Battery Atlanta has become quite the place to come to enjoy not only sports but entertainment. But we also recognize that when fans come to the ballpark, there are only a limited number of seats here at the ballpark. And so what we've done intentionally here in Atlanta, as we have done in other all-star cities, but almost at a different level here in the metropolitan area, is come up with ways to extend our events beyond just what's happening on the field. You all know that the Home Run Derby will take place here on Monday night. The All-Star Game presented by MasterCard will take place on Tuesday. And you also know that our Futures Game and our Celebrity Softball Game will take place here on Saturday. But what we've done here in Atlanta is we've gone out further and we've extended and built a campus that not only incorporates Truist Park and the Battery Atlanta, but across the highway to extend to the Cobb Galleria, where we'll open our Fan Fest called All-Star Village on Saturday, which will run 4 days and bring fans from across the area and across this country to celebrate baseball in a different way, to touch and feel the sport, to taste the sport, to listen to the sport. And that'll take place over at the Cobb Galleria. In addition to that, we're bringing back for the 3rd edition the HBCU Swingman Classic, an event that connects the best of HBCU baseball to the All-Star Game on Friday night here at the ballpark, where we'll see some of the future stars of our game celebrate the history of our game and the richness of this area and HBCUs. In addition to that, we'll head out over to the 4.4 miler, which will take place at start at the old Turner Field, tie in the Summerhill neighborhood, and allow fans to not only get some great baseball, but also get some great health and fitness opportunities while we're here in this market. Later in the afternoon, we'll head over to the Georgia Tech ball fields where the Home Run Derby X will make its premiere debut at All-Star. It's a great property that continues to grow and extend our product beyond just the 9 innings of baseball that you'll see here at Truist Park. Later that evening, the next generation of our game will come to the Roxy Theater, where we'll have fans watch from across the globe as the next picks are made from across all of the teams that will be making up Major League Baseball in the future. And on Tuesday, we should highlight that our great players that will play in the game on Tuesday night will parade through the Battery, right on Battery Avenue, into the ballpark with their family and friends as they make their way to the 95th All-Star Game here in Atlanta. Youth is a big connection of the All-Star Game. The players that are on the field today give us what we see every night, but it's the future of our game that will also be highlighted when we bring the best of youth baseball here to Atlanta, when the Jenny Finch Classic and the Commissioner's Cup are executed throughout the metropolitan Atlanta area, finishing with the finals at Georgia Tech. Now, the greatness of the All-Star Game is that, yes, the greatest players across the country will come here to Atlanta to showcase their talents. And yes, the fans will have all these many experiences to taste and feel and live what it is to be in Atlanta and what Braves baseball is all about. But as we look to really where the game goes, I want to mention, and April will speak about this later, the real impact that this game has when the All-Star Game is finished on Tuesday night will be the legacy that's left behind. The legacy that April will talk about that will spread across Braves country for the projects and the efforts that are being made, and the memories that have been created from the people here that have experienced the greatness of our game. And so with that, we're proud. We definitely encourage fans to go to allstargame.com to check out all the latest events. Some of the events still have tickets and definitely some access to join us at. And we're excited to be here for All-Star and look forward to working with everybody over the course of the next week. Thank you so much.